Hello. Hi, we are very much
Zoomed in.
guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see, we are zoomed in because we have a full face of new makeup to test out for you guys. Some of the stuff was sent to me in PR, some of the stuff I did purchase myself. If you guys want to see what my thoughts are on all these products and if they're worth it, well then definitely keep on watching. Alrighty guys, so it's clearly my job here on YouTube to test out new makeup, and as of lately I have been lacking because I've been doing declutters and I'm doing like a no buy slash low buy. Boo, you whore. And so I haven't really bought anything new in a hot minute, but we do have some new goodies sitting in front of me. So we're going to go ahead and just jump right in. So the first thing we have is the new Blend Bunny Cosmetics. This is the Forget Me Not palette. This is a versatile eye and face palette. This actually does retail for $44. And they went ahead and they sent over a new face brush set that actually retails for $34. And this actually launches tomorrow on Friday the 18th. You guys can use code Allie to save you guys 10% off when shopping at Blend Bunny. It is an affiliate code, so I do make a small kickback, but it's a great way to support me if you guys wish to do so and save yourself some coin at the same time, but never feel obligated to do so. So here is the brand new Forget Me Not palette. Now this is supposed to be a versatile face palette where it's supposed to have like bronzer shades in here, blush shades, they have some highlighters. You guys can make this as your brow products. You guys can use this as eyeshadow, however you guys wish to do so. It is a beautiful, beautiful versatile face palette right here. Now I will go ahead and insert some swatches for you guys so you guys can see what the colors look like up close. I definitely could see this as a beautiful like staple in so many different people's collection. This could probably be a really beautiful like bridal palette for anyone who is a makeup artist and wants to use like something like this. This could be like a really great bridal palette. So we're going to use this today a little bit as bronzer, a little bit as eyeshadow, a little bit as highlighters. We're going to definitely see what we can use with this palette. So I'm actually going to use this as an eyeshadow palette right now. So I'm going to go into the shade called Anticipation right here with this beautiful like light brown shade. I'm also going to take it on the brush. There is no name for it, unfortunately, but it's a really beautiful brush. I love how it's white with like a pink gradient to it. Super pretty. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put this along my transition. I'm gonna put this along my crease because we're gonna use this as a transition shade today. Oh, I need to put on an eye base. That would probably be very, very helpful. Put this in my crease area. Now, you guys know I absolutely love Blend Bunny. I have been reviewing Blend Bunny since they first came out with their blends collection, and so far I have never been disappointed by this brand. They've created some amazing products. I'm really excited to see like where this brand goes next, and I really do like the fact they did create a very versatile face and eye palette because you really can use this for so many different things. I think that, like I said, you can use this to line your eyebrows with it, bronzers, blush, under eye brightening powder. You can use this as like shimmers, like whatever you guys want to use it as, you guys absolutely can. So we're just going to lay this down right here. It's a little messy. Always trust the process. Okay, then I'm going to go into the shade called Brighter Days right here. It's like this beautiful like white powder. I'm actually going to go into it very, very, very lightly. Just to lightly buff right here to make sure that my eyeshadow to make sure this powder is nice and blended. But like I said, I'm going very, very, very light-handed with this. Blends out beautifully. Do you guys see that? That is so freaking nice. Okay, then I'm going to take the shade called Picture Perfect. It's like this deeper medium brown right here. That is so freaking beautiful. We're going to take this and we're going to put this on our outer V and bring it softly inwards. Okay, then I'm going to take that same shade again that we used at the beginning, that Anticipation shade, one more time to lay that right next to that Picture Perfect shade. Ooh, this is a big palette. She is massive. So I'm going to start to stamp the shade right here, just very lightly. Now, what I've always loved about Blend Bunny's formula was how easy it was to blend. Like, you guys know that I'm not the best blender in the world. I try, but I'm just not the best, and that's okay. But what I love about Blend Bunny's formula is how easy, I swear to God, it is to blend. Like, I swear Maggie made her palettes magical because I feel like you could just put on your eye and it just poof, it just blends on its own. And I have said that since day one of trying the Blends palette. And I just feel like it's such a great formula. It truly does make it really effortless to blend. And I feel like it's very, very beginner friendly as well. And I really appreciate that with the formula. Like, look at how nice that is, right? Then we're going to take the shade called Magical. Like, oh my gosh. Like, this beautiful magical shade right here. Like, what are the odds? It just said magical and the shade's called Magical. We're going to take this. Beautiful. And we're going to place this right next to that beautiful shade. Yes. Now, like I said, this could be used as a highlighter, but this could also be used as eyeshadow. So we're going to use it as an eyeshadow today, possibly use it as a highlighter. But I just want to show you how beautiful and versatile this palette really is. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade called The Plan right here, like this beautiful, like deep black shade. And we're going to use this to line our upper lid. So I can take this and I can actually use it to mix my real lashes with my false lashes. So I'm just going to take this, I'm going to stamp this right here. That's pretty. I'll quickly throw on some lashes. I'm going to come back with the other eye done, and then we're going to continue to try out all the new makeup that I have in front of me, plus continue to try out this palette. So I'll be right on back. Okay, so now the eyes are pretty much done. We're going to go ahead and start with the base. So I'm going to go in with the Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smoothing Drops. You guys know that this is my personal favorite way to start off my makeup routine. I have talked about this in my top 3 makeup products in every category. I talked about this in my Holy Grail. I talked about this in like almost every single video because I just generally really do love this product. I always have to wear it before I put on any sort of makeup product just to make sure it really, really locks in that moisturizer and tries to make my face as matte as possible. For primer, we're going to go with my ultimate favorite. This is the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipsing Primer. It's not new, but I absolutely love this primer. And since we're trying on a new foundation today, I kind of want to go with my base that I know and love. So this is pretty much empty. I definitely have another backup I'm about to open up, but oh my gosh, I will never stop buying this because it is just my holy grail for primers. It's so smoothing. It really, really helps to mattify the face, and I can't live without it. I actually can't live without this and the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. Oh my god, both are just incredible. Okay, so for foundation, we have a brand new foundation today. What? I know, we're going to be trying out the brand new Smashbox. This is the brand new Smashbox Always On Skin Balancing Foundation. It has hyaluronic acid and it has adaptogens in it. And it says that this is need more hydration or oil control. This primer-infused foundation helps balance skin while delivering buildable, radiant coverage with a 16-hour wear. It's infused with hyaluronic acid and adaptogens. It's a medium to full coverage with a radiant finish. Complexion looks natural and even. It's transfer, fade, crease resistant. It won't cake, flake, or streak. And we're really going to put this to the test because I've seen online that this is great for oily skin. I don't know how anything with a radiant finish is really great for oily skin. In my personal opinion, like I just don't see how that's a thing because we love matte. We don't really love radiant. I don't mind having a glow, but like I don't need a radiant finish. But this is supposed to be an oil controller, so we're going to really put this to the test and try this out. If you guys have not seen, a long time ago, I did review the Smashbox foundation that like Tati reviewed, and she had loved that foundation. I tried it and I hated it. I hated it. It was horrible on my oily skin. And that video got like 45,000 views. So weird. I know she just recently reviewed this too. I actually haven't watched the review, but I know she reviewed it because I saw it on my subscription page. And I think she raved about this. So we're trying this again. Now I did get this shade L10N. So we'll see if this is a good shade match. I actually went in person to pick this up because let me tell y'all, when I tried to do same day delivery with Ulta, it didn't go through because I didn't have the shade at my particular Ulta, but I got double charged and I was like, I got double charged, so I have to wait for the charges to fall off. So I ended up finding an Ulta close by that actually had the shade range that I was looking for. So I went in person and originally I was going to get L20N. And then when I swatched it on my hand, on my neck, and on my face, and I walked on the store to like see what it would actually look like, it made me look like an Oompa Loompa. I was orange. I was like, oh, I'm so glad I came in person because this is like definitely a better match. So let's see. I have a smell to it. So far, it's actually looking pretty nice. It definitely is looking pretty full coverage. But I really want to like see how well it's going to hold up throughout the day. Now, I'm not doing a wear test in today's video, but I am going to be testing this out all day long, plus all month long. And then I'll give you guys my final updates on my opinions on this foundation, like at the end of my repurchase or trash series. But we'll definitely do a first impression today so you guys can really see. So far, based upon first initial application, it's looking pretty nice. It's looking pretty full coverage. Definitely does make me look a little pale, but it does oxidize down just a little bit. And I only know that because I did try it out in person. Oh my gosh, y'all, I have to tell you guys a story. So if you guys don't know, I did sell a lot of my makeup from my declutters on my Macari. I think I have like 3 or 4 boxes left. So I had to go to the UPS store this morning to ship out some more boxes. And while I was there was a couple in front of me that needed to get their paperwork notarized. And so I'm standing there with my boxes, and they were like, oh, okay, well, it says in the paperwork that you need 2 witnesses. So it was a man and a woman and their child, and they're like, you need 2 witnesses. And so they asked the UPS guy, like, oh, can my daughter be the witness? And he said no, because she was like an 8-year-old child. And then the mom turned around and looked at me, looked back at my UPS guy, and was like, well, can anyone be a witness? And my guy looked at me, and I was like, I'm not about to be this chick's. I was like, I'm not about to be this lady's witness. I don't know what I'm signing. So he goes, oh, ma'am, I actually have my coworkers coming in an hour if you want to come back. And she's like, really? She's like, we can't just like ask anyone to be a witness. And she looked back at me again, and I'm looking at her like. And he goes, no, ma'am, I'm sorry. We could just wait for my coworkers to come in. I was like, thank God. And the husband's like, yeah, we'll just come back in an hour. It's not a big deal. But I was like, thank God, because I was not about to be this woman's witness on whatever notarized paper she needed me to like sign. First off, I don't know you. Secondly, I'd want to know your life story. Like, what is it that I'm signing? Like, what if I get like pulled in for like a witness for like a court case? I was like, I'm not about to sign this lady's stuff. And I went outside and I told Corey, and I was like, oh my gosh, you won't believe what happened. Because I was just so surprised that this woman does not know me was turning around to be like, anybody could be a witness? Like, no, ma'am. No, not anybody could be a witness. Let's take a look at this foundation. I'm totally rocking a Fester look right now from the Addams Family, and I'm okay with it because it's gonna oxidize down. Based on first application, this is actually drying down pretty nicely. You can still see like a subtle glow on the skin, but I will definitely say it's definitely full. But I will say it is full coverage. It's not really settling into any fine lines or wrinkles, so it's not bad so far. But we'll definitely have to do like keep wearing this to see how I like it at the end of the day. Moving on to concealer. I actually went into Sephora this morning to go pick this up because this literally just launched today. But it is the new Makeup by Mario. This is the Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer. So according to what the online says, this is a new Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer. It has a medium to buildable coverage. It visibly awakens, brightens, and lifts. It self-sets for natural skin-like finish. It covers and blurs imperfections. It's crease-proof and long-wearing, and it's available in 22 shades. And I believe it retails for like $29 or something like that. So I picked up the shade 120. I was able to swatch it in person to see what was the best shade for me. I never really know what to pick when it comes to like concealer shade ranges. I just try to go for like the lightest shade because I like to have a little bit more of a brighter under eye. So this is what I picked out, was 120. So we'll see if this is actually like gonna work for me or not. I've never tried the Makeup by Mario foundation because I was told that I would not like that foundation because I am really, really oily, and that is not meant for me. So I never got a chance to try that out. And I actually have an amazing friend who works at Sephora, and they were like, no, you're not gonna like it, don't try it. Okay, so far it actually looks really nice. Actually looking really pretty under the eye. Like, it is definitely brightening, but I don't see it settling into like any fine lines or wrinkles, which I really do appreciate. But we'll definitely have to see how it wears throughout the day. But based on first impression, this is looking really, really pretty. Set it. I know it said that it's self-drying, so you don't have to set it, but like, I'm gonna set it anyway. It actually looks really nice right now. Okay guys, so for bronzer, I was sent this really cool like PR set from Milk Makeup. I actually did post a little reel of me trying out all the new Odyssey lip glosses on my Instagram and TikTok if you guys have not seen it. And this is actually came like a really cool like PR set. So like you open it up, and on the inside, it's gonna have all brand new it's gonna have all of the brand new lip glosses right here. These are so freaking pretty. But what they also did is they also are pairing it with their little products as well. So they put in some bronzers in here, some blushes as well to kind of pair it with the perfect lip gloss. So the bronzer they sent over to me is a shade called Stoked right here. It says a caramel combo that's almost sweet enough to eat. I actually believe I have that bronzer. Okay, no, I actually have the shade Dazed and Toasted, so I think that bronzer might be a little bit too deep for me. Let me see. Oh my gosh, this one actually says twist off. I've never seen it before. All my other ones didn't say that, and like whenever I went to twist it off, I broke it because I pulled the cap off. So this actually says twist. That is nice. So yeah, that looks like it's gonna be a little bit too deep for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take the shade called Dazed right here. This is a matte bronzer. This is like, it's a pretty light bronzer for me, and I'm going to twist this up. This is the it breaks. We're gonna use this today as a matte bronzer and kind of like lieu of me getting the PR, because I thought that was so cool. I love whenever Milk Makeup sends me PR, because that's just something that I just never expect. So whenever they do, I just get so grateful, because you guys know how much I really do love my Milk Makeup. They are such a sweet brand. I love their products, and it's still just so shocking to me whenever they do send me PR, because like, that's like milk makeup. And you guys have seen me talk about milk makeup for the longest time. So I just never expect to get anything. When I do, I'm just like, wait a minute, what? I still think it's so cool. Okay, so now that bronzer is on, we're actually gonna go in with the brand new Lunar Beauty. This is the Universal setting powder right here. This is in the shade Translucent Light. Now, if you guys did not know, Lunar Beauty rolled out with this last week, and I was one of the few people that got to test out these powders before the public did, because Manny really wanted to get my opinion, since I do have really, really oily skin. I got to test them out and really kind of put them to the test, and I have fallen in love with it. Like, it literally stayed in this little component right here, and that bad boy is empty now, and I finally get to have this right here. Now, you guys can use code Allie to save you guys 10% off when shopping at Lunar Beauty, but here we have the LB. This just came in. I'm so excited because I really, really loved this setting powder, and I tried it out back in the day, and like I really put it to the test, like hardcore, to make sure that my oil can really hold up with this, and it was a beautiful, beautiful setting powder. So the lid pops off like this. I'm gonna take some into the cap, like so. It definitely super blurring, and it comes with this cute little like powder poof. Like, oh my gosh, it's the cutest. So let's try out the powder poof, and we're gonna take this and we're gonna set this on the face. Okay, the powder poof might be a little bit too small in my opinion. I will say though, this powder is getting everywhere. Ooh. Like, I'm tapping off the excess and it's still just kind of poofing out, but you know what though? It's still setting the face very, very beautifully. Okay, so for bronzer, Ofra Cosmetics actually sent out a brand new palette. This is the Miami Mini Mix Face Palette right here. So this palette's going to include two bronzers, 2 highlighters, and 2 blushes. Now, these bronzers, I feel like they're definitely meant for a little bit more of a deeper skin tone, so I might only be able to use this shade right here, but I'm actually going to pair this with the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Forget Me Not palettes, and this is all supposed to be like a versatile palette. I bet you I can use both for like bronzers. So I think I'm going to take the shade Anticipation right here, and I think I'm going to mix it very lightly into the shade from Ofra, this beautiful shade right here, which is called Cafecito right here. And if you guys don't know, you guys can use code Allie, save you guys 20% at Ofra. It is an affiliate code, just so you guys know, but I absolutely love, love, love Ofra. They have always been so sweet and kind to me, and I definitely wanted to see how this powder is. I think mixing the 2 shades was definitely the right choice for me. Okay, so for blush, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go into this little like peachy orangey shade right here. This is in the shade called 305 Blush, but I'm also gonna mix it into the shade called A Moment right here with Blend Bunny. And mix those 2 shades together actually. Very lightly kind of mix these 2 shades together. I can't tell if that light pink shade is doing anything. Let me just put the blush over here, see if I see a difference. Okay, that's just giving like a beautiful like orangey blush. Ooh, that's actually really pretty. I love a good orange blush. That's pretty. But let me mix it in a little bit of a moment. I feel like that just lightens it up just a tad. Oh, that's pretty as well. I actually like that. Okay, so for highlighter, we're actually going to use the 2 little highlighters right here. I'm actually going to mix these 2 highlights together. I absolutely love Ofra's highlighters. They have phenomenal, phenomenal highlighters. So I'm going to mix these 2 together. They're both the shade called Magic City and Ocean Drive. So let's mix these 2 together. Oh, that's nice. That's like a really beautiful like golden sunset moment. That's pretty. Ooh, that is really pretty. Okay, so to finish off the eyes, we're actually gonna go into the shade called Unforgettable right here, like this deeper brown shade right here. Really beautiful. We're gonna use that today to actually smoke out our lower lash line. I feel like it's gonna be so freaking pretty. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of the shade called Hear Me Now. I'm gonna take a little bit of the shade called Hear Me Now, and we're gonna use that to kind of blend it out just a little bit more. It's like a cool tone gray shade. So I'm gonna quickly throw on, like, let me just do the other eye really fast, throw on some black liner, and we're gonna come back to finish the eyes, followed by the lips. Okay, so now that the eyes are pretty much done, we're gonna go back into the Forget Me Not palette one more time, and we're gonna go in the shade called Cheers, and we're gonna use this as our inner corner and brow moment, because you guys know I love doing an inner corner and brow moment. I also forgot to use some of these brushes. I'm so mad at myself that I forgot to use some of these brushes right here. It just means I have to just use them again. But I will say, this little brush that I have used, it's really soft. I love Blend Bunny Cosmetics brushes. I have talked to you guys about the brushes so much. The eye brushes are absolutely phenomenal. So I know that these brushes are going to be just as good because, well, Blend Bunny makes phenomenal products anyway. And I love the eye brushes. I know I'll love these brushes as well. So we're going to go ahead and just put that in the inner corner. And we're going to take out my Game Beauty brush. This is the E09. And we're going to put this right here in the inner corner. Wow, that is beautiful. So for my lips today, we are going to go into my Milk Makeup lip glosses because I really am so excited. One of the shades I really love is a shade called Quest, but I absolutely love the shade called Globetrot as well. Like, it is such a gorgeous, gorgeous lip gloss. And I had the chance to try these out, and I will say these are super high shine. They're really comfortable too. But like, just like look at how pretty this is. Like, that is so freaking pretty. But I really want to do like a more neutral look, a more neutral lip today. So we're actually going to use a shade called Quest. It's this beautiful, beautiful lip gloss. It's like a neutral lip gloss. And it is just so freaking pretty. I feel like it's going to complement a nude brown lip today beautifully. So I'm going to go into the shade called I'm going to go into the Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is the shade called Toasty. And we're going to line my lips with this. And then if you guys have not seen, I just did a full face of trying out Revlon. And in there I found this beautiful lip color. This is in the shade 04 Pure Talent. It's beautiful, like brown, it's this beautiful brown suede lipstick. I wore this by itself and I was so impressed with how gorgeous this was. I'm like, we have got to use this again. So let me go ahead and just put this on. I mean, tell me that is not a stunning shade. Like, that is just so freaking pretty. Now, I will say it's pretty drying. It does dry down pretty fast and it doesn't budge, like literally doesn't budge. But I don't always like to wear matte lips, especially when it's like drying like this. It can kind of turn my lips into like a Sahara desert butthole, and I'm not for that today. I really just want to put a beautiful lip gloss on top, but I feel like this lip color matches this beautifully. Like, it really, really does. So we're actually going to go into the shade called Quest from Milk Makeup, and we're going to use this today to put all over the lips. Like I said, this is going to be so pretty. Oh yeah, elevated the lip game in my opinion. Oh my god, that's beautiful. But I think I'm also going to be a little cheeky, and we're going to take the shade Globetrot, and we're going to take the shade Globetrot, that beautiful like iridescent blue, and we're just going to enhance it very lightly. I'm going to put some, oh, can you guys see? That is just giving it a beautiful shine. You can see definitely the blue reflex in it, but oh my god, that is stunning. That's a beautiful combination. Oh my god, I love it. And then to finish the look off, we're going to go into the One Size Matte Setting Spray. Use a little bit of the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. And a little bit of my mister from Milk Makeup. But I told you guys before, this is like coming out like a jet stream because my thing broke, but we're still going to make it work today. We're still going to make it work. All right, guys, and this is the final look. Alrighty guys, so this is the final look right here. So obviously everything I tried out today is kind of based upon first impressions. So I will do a follow-up at the end of the month, but we're going to go ahead and dive right on in. So the first thing we have is the Smashbox. This is the Always On Skin Balancing Foundation. Based upon first initial impression, I like it. Like, it definitely says it has like a radiant finish, but for me, maybe it's the products that I used. It really helped to tone down that radiance, and so now it just looks like a really beautiful foundation on the skin. I noticed that it mixed very well with my Milk Makeup and my Glow Recipe base, which I really do enjoy. It definitely did oxidize down, so I don't look so much like, you know, Fester from the Addams Family. It definitely did oxidize down just a bit, but how long will it last? That's going to be the true question, and that is something that I will definitely film throughout the day, but I'll do the follow-up with it in that repurchase or trash, and I'll show you guys my opinions, and I'll show the video and everything of my face holding up. But based on first impressions, I like it. It's not bad. I also really like the Makeup by Mario. This is the Surreal like skin concealer. This is beautiful. I love the coverage. It was very lightweight. It felt very hydrating. It didn't like settle into any fine lines or wrinkles. I definitely want to keep playing with this because I felt like this was a really good product. And then it makes you kind of wonder, like, did I miss out on the foundation? Because I do like this. I really do like this. I love the way that it applied. It was so smoothing. So I'm definitely gonna have to keep playing with this one for sure. Then we do have the new Lunar Beauty. This is the Universal setting powder. You guys already know how I feel about this. I've already talked about the setting powder since last week when I finally got to talk about it. It's a beautiful setting powder. It definitely really does help to lock in your makeup. It really makes it nice and blurring, and I feel like this is going to be a good contender to see how well this foundation holds up with. And it's also really beautiful packaging. Very beautiful, and I'm so excited that it's here. Next we have the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Forget Me Not palette. This is going to be the versatile eye and face palette, and I have to say I'm actually quite impressed by this. I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to feel about it at first because it definitely is more of a neutral palette. And you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of neutral palettes. I love color. I'm all about color. And Blend Bunny does have a lot of colorful palettes, but I do appreciate the fact that she did kind of create something that could be like an everyday makeup palette or like a bridal palette, something you can just use, you can travel with. It makes it so easy. I was able to use this as an eyeshadow palette. I was able to use this as a bronzer palette. I had a little bit of blush moment with there. I was able to use it as an eyeliner. I was actually able to use a lot of the shades in here, and I generally didn't think I was going to be able to, so I was quite surprised by how much I was actually able to use. I think it made a really beautiful bronzer. I think it made a really beautiful blush right here. And I love the eye look. It's a very simple, beautiful, neutral eye look, and I love the way it feels. It's definitely getting me in the mood more for fall because I feel like it definitely gives the fall vibes. It's beautiful, and the formula is fantastic. You guys know that Blend Bunny has amazing formula. I've talked about them nonstop, and I think it's a really great palette. Like I said, it does retail for $44. You guys can purchase this tomorrow because that's when it goes live, and you guys can use my code, save 10% off if you wish to do so. The only thing I didn't really have too much to say about is the brushes, because I only used one brush. It's a beautiful brush set, retails for $34. I only was able to use the one, but the one I did use, I did enjoy, so that was really nice. Then we do have the Ofra Cosmetics. This is the Mini Mix Face Palette, the Miami palette, and I have to say this is definitely more geared towards a little bit someone with a little bit deeper skin tone, but I was able to make this bronzer shade work for me, and this blush shade right here is beautiful. It has like a beautiful like orangey blush. You guys know I love a good orangey blush, and you guys could definitely use this as well to make an eyeshadow look out of it. You have the purple, you have the peach, you have the neutrals, you have the shimmers, you have the highlighters, so you could definitely use this as a face palette as well. And I have to say those highlighters are gorgeous. Like I love the way it just looks on the skin. It has like a beautiful like sunsetty like feel to it. It's very, very golden, and I just think it looks really, really beautiful. I love, love, love how this looks. And they also have a setting spray as well. This is the Tropical Breeze Makeup Fixer right here. Now, I'm not going to use this to set my face. It does have a coconut scent to it because I really want to test out this foundation, so I know I'm not going to be able to use this, but I have had a chance to spray with it. It smells amazing. It's not the best for like controlling the oil or anything like that. So if you have normal to dry skin, this might be for you, but it does smell amazing. I will give it that. And then last but not least, we do have these beautiful Milk makeup products right here. So obviously I've already tried out the Milk makeup bronzers and blushes. I think the bronzers are so creamy and buttery. They are so creamy that they have broken in my component, but I'm still able to make them work. I love how they just melt into the skin. They are very beautiful, very fun to work with. I also love the fact that they sent over this whole thing where you can actually pair with their lip gloss, lip oil hybrid. I thought it was really cool. It's very sweet of them. But I think the showstopper is these lip oil / lip glosses. These are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I loved playing around with these. I love the way it looks right here on my lips. I did use the shade right here called Quest and Globetrot to create this beautiful lip combo, and I'm just truly obsessed. It feels incredible on the lips. It's very, very high shine. It's very comfortable. I don't feel it sitting there. It doesn't really have too much of a scent to it, but the shine is really nice, and it's not sticky. The biggest thing is it's not sticky. You guys know I cannot stand having a sticky gloss, and this does not have a sticky gloss at all, and it feels incredible on the lips. So Milk Makeup, thank you so much for sending that over. It's still like a moment. So overall, based upon everything I've tried, there wasn't one product that I was like, not a fan of. I generally have been enjoying everything I've tried so far, but obviously this is just my first impressions, and first impressions, I'm pretty impressed with everything that I have right in front of me, but we'll definitely do a follow-up at the end of the month. So thank you so much to Milk Makeup, Lunar Beauty, Ofra Cosmetics, and Blend Bunny Cosmetics for sending these my way. These goodies are so fun, and I'm very appreciative of it. So I'll make sure I list everything I'm wearing on my face down below for you guys, but that is it for today's video. Let me know down below what you guys were most excited about. Is there anything I talked about today that you guys really want to try out, or were you guys just kind of like, nah, that was cool, but we're gonna pass? Let me know. So with that said, that's it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 4 to 5 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's R for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful patron members you guys see right here. That's my neighbor's dogs. But thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in my very next video. Bye. And we're gonna use that today. This beautiful brown suede lipstick. It's 10% off, and when shopping at Blend Bunny. And you guys can use code Allie to save you guys 10% off. Hello. Hi, we are very much zoomed in. Hi guys. So we're zoomed in. Hello. Hi, we are very much zoomed in. I love testing out new makeup. Fuck no. Eye brightening palette, eye brighteners, under eye brightener, like under eye brightener. Actually looking really pretty underneath the skin. That's definitely did kind of tone it. It definitely did. Next we have